Senator Ted Cruz, along with two other Republican senators, have put forward legislation to ban the Federal Reserve from creating a central bank digital currency and issuing it directly to individual American citizens. One of the things to know here is that they are specifically talking about using central bank digital currencies as surveillance tools, similar to what's happening in China. Now, Ted Cruz has been talking about this for quite a while. He's recently become quite a big Bitcoin proponent. His big concern around central bank digital currencies is that if the Federal Reserve creates them and then issues them directly to citizens, he thinks that will simply increase the surveillance capabilities without providing a net benefit to those individual citizens. If we go ahead and we take a look at the legislation itself, what we can see is that the bill put forward asks to amend the Federal Reserve Act to prohibit the Federal Reserve banks from offering certain products or services directly to an individual and for other purposes. This is not the only politician in America who has thoughts around this. We've had Representative Tom Emmer come on this channel before, and he had some thoughts as well. He has a tweet thread where he talks about, as other countries like China develop CBDCs that fundamentally omit the benefits and protections of cash, it is more important than ever to ensure the U.S. digital currency policy protects financial privacy, maintains the dollar's dominance, and cultivates innovation. He goes on to say that CBDCs fail to adhere to three basic principles that could enable an entity like the Federal Reserve to mobilize itself into a retail bank, collect personally identifiable information, and track their transactions indefinitely. The thread then went on to say that not only does the CBDC model raise single point of failure issues, leaving Americans' financial information vulnerable to attack, but it could be used as a surveillance tool that Americans should never be forced to tolerate from their own government. Requiring users to open an account at the Fed to access a United States CBDC would put the Fed on an insidious path akin to China's digital authoritarianism. Pretty incredible claim. And then Emmer goes on to say any CBDC implemented by the Fed must be open, permissionless, and private. He says that in order to maintain the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency in a digital age, it is important that the United States lead with a posture that prioritizes innovation and does not aim to compete with the private sector. And then lastly, he states that we must prioritize blockchain technology with American characteristics, rather than mimic the nonsense going on in China, where they're simply operating out of fear. Ultimately, what we are watching is politicians are waking up to both the benefits of Bitcoin, but also the concerns around central bank digital currencies. We have one shining example of the negative side effects of these central bank digital currencies in China. The concerns around surveillance tools and giving more of our data to the government are all validated. They're rooted in truth. And ultimately, what we're going to have to decide is how much benefit, how much convenience are we willing to pursue in order to give up some of those privacy and also anti-surveillance methods that are in permissionless cash transactions. Now, there's other schools of thought as well. We have a tweet here that goes on to explain that banning the Fed from issuing a CBDC is the stupidest plan politicians backed by crypto interests ever came up with. Government-run digital money is free marketing for crypto, expanding awareness and making the latter look better in comparison. Expand the pie, and there's bigger opportunities for all. Regardless of where you come out on this issue, one thing is for sure. This is going to be a hot topic over the next couple of years. Bitcoin is the world's most valuable digital currency, and governments want in on the game. They're going to create central bank digital currencies. And the big question is, what will be the structure? How would they go ahead and distribute this to their citizens? And what will be the impact, positive or negative, in the coming decades? Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and see you next time.